What's good everyone, Stanley Merklin here, I lift therefore I am, and today I want to give you guys my top 5 pick for this year's Mr. Olympia. So if you didn't already know, the Mr. Olympia competition is pretty much the largest competition in bodybuilding. It's the pinnacle of bodybuilding success. For the past 3 years, the reigning Mr. Olympia has been Phil Heath. Here's a picture of Phil Heath right here. And this year marks the 50th anniversary of the Mr. Olympia competition. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat my top 5 for this year's Mr. Olympia. In first place, once again, we're going to have to go with Phil Heath. In second place, as per the last 2 years I believe, I'm going to have to go with Kai Greene. In third place, I'm going to make kind of a big assumption here, or go out on a limb and say that Big Ramy, in my opinion, is going to take third. And that's a 4-place jump from 7th last year. Dennis Wolf, who took 3rd last year, is going to take 4th in my opinion this year. And then Rhoden, who took 4th last year, is going to take 5th in this Olympia. So Phil, Kai, Ramy, Dennis, and then Sean. How did I come to this conclusion? Pretty much, in my opinion, Phil Heath cannot be beaten by Kai Greene. And no one else, in my opinion, other than Big Ramy, has any sort of potential to beat Phil Heath. Now, Phil Heath, in my opinion, has the most complete package of anyone on the Olympia stage in terms of size, conditioning, and I guess I'll call it the Phil factor. And what I mean by the Phil factor is just how Phil looks like a cartoon. He has these really round, really full, really cartoonish looking 3D effect to all of his muscles that no one, with the exception of Big Ramy, and Big Ramy does not have this effect to the same extent that Phil had. So for now, there's no one that can touch Phil Heath because of these reasons, and also because of the political environment of the Olympia, which plays a big part on where you place. I think Phil Heath has more connections than any other of the Olympia competitors. He's more marketable than most of the competitors, especially Kai Greene, as much as I hate to say it. And lastly, Phil Heath, he seems to like the attention. He seems to do well in the spotlight of the media. So I think for all of these reasons, Phil Heath will once again take first place and take home his 4th Olympia. Now in second place, Kai Greene. Now Kai's biggest problems in the past have been, one, dialing his conditioning. Either he's on like in 2012 or he's off like last year where he looks smooth, watery, kind of bloated, conditioning not where it should have been. Other weaknesses with Kai Greene, I mean, his traps and his midsection are his biggest problems. And people always say that Kai has a big waist, but if you actually look at him, his actual waist, the size of Kai's actual pelvis is quite small. In fact, I would say Kai's pelvis is smaller than Phil Heath's pelvis. It's just that the circumference and Kai's actual distended stomach obviously is enormous, and it kind of looks like he's pregnant. You know, these are his biggest problems: conditioning, traps, and midsection. And if you don't follow Kai Greene, a few weeks ago on his trainer George Farah's Facebook, he posted some pictures that in my opinion were very systematic and were not random at all. They were pictures of 1, Kai's traps, and 2, Kai's midsection. And these pictures showed that Kai's is pretty dialed in terms of conditioning, being 7 weeks out from the Olympia. And also, his traps have been brought up immensely. His traps look great, and his midsection does not have that crazy distended, bloated look that he's had in the past. So if all things go well, and he can dial in on show day, I think no one is messing with Kai Greene. Second place is his. Alright guys, now in third place, I'm going to have to choose Big Ramy. Now the reason I'm choosing Big Ramy over Dennis Wolf, who placed 3rd last year, is because recently on his trainer Big Dennis James Instagram page, he posted some pictures of Big Ramy. I believe these pictures were posted 2 weeks ago, so this is around 7 weeks out, and Big Ramy is over 300 pounds. I believe he said he was 309 pounds, and his conditioning is looking quite good. The main problems Big Ramy has had in the past, in the very few shows that he's done, is his conditioning, and he had some slight gyno last year at the Olympia and at the New York Pro, but it seems to be cleared up in these shots. So now that Big Ramy has got the gyno cleared up and he has his conditioning dialed in, he definitely seems like he's gotten a little bit bigger. But with these two things corrected, I think Big Ramy, there's no one who can give Big Ramy a run for his money in terms of size. So Big Ramy, in my opinion, is going to go to 3rd place. The reason why he won't place above Kai is just because I think they're not ready to give Big Ramy a 2nd place in the Olympia because he hasn't really paid his dues. He's only been bodybuilding for a few years now, and he's only been in the Olympia once. So for those reasons, Big Ramy, 3rd place. In 4th place, Dennis Wolf. Last year, Dennis Wolf at the 2013 Mr. Olympia placed third, but like I said, I just don't think he can overcome Big Ramy's sheer size. And I think genetically, Big Ramy is obviously a lot more gifted. He has lower inserting lats than Wolf. He has much bigger legs. Even though Wolf does have impressive legs, Big Ramy's legs are just absurd. Probably the biggest. I don't really know any other bodybuilder currently in the pro ranks whose legs are bigger than Big Ramy. But with that being said, Dennis Wolf just can't compete, in my opinion, with Big Ramy. There's just no way. However, Dennis Wolf's conditioning is always on point. So Dennis Wolf will get fourth in my opinion, and he always makes improvements, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an even better Wolf than what we saw last year. And then lastly, in fifth place, I'm gonna go with Shawn Rhoden. Now the reason I'm picking Shawn Rhoden and moving him from fourth place as he placed last year to fifth place this year is because Dennis Wolf won the Arnold Classic where he beat Shawn Rhoden. I think because of this, he will again place above Shawn Rhoden, and I just think the general environment of bodybuilding right now isn't favoring physiques like Shawn Rhoden's. So yeah, Shawn Rhoden in fifth place, because to be perfectly honest, he can't, I mean, he could maybe get bigger, but I don't think Shawn Rhoden will look any better at heavier body weight. The way he looks now is, in my opinion, the most aesthetic physique on the Olympia stage. However, I don't think that's the look that they are going for right now. So because of these reasons, I think Shawn Rhoden will end up taking fifth place behind Dennis Wolf. So to recap once again, Phil to win it for his fourth Olympia, Kai next, Big Ramy, Dennis Wolf, Shawn Rhoden. Those are my top five. Also, I just wanted to say that I haven't been that rigorous with uploading videos because I've been quite busy, but I'm getting ready to head back to school. So in the next few weeks, be on the lookout because I'll start uploading videos. Probably 2 videos a week is my goal. I'll also go back to training videos because I found out at my gym I'm not allowed to film. So that's why I haven't been seeing any training footage. But right when I get back to school, I guarantee you guys I'm gonna start putting up videos much more consistently, and especially having a lot more training videos, a lot more informative videos. So I hope you guys like this video. Just a little rant about bodybuilding. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me who you think is gonna win the Olympia. Do you agree with my selection or not? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.